Alright, guys, welcome back, and we'll continue from where we left off. So, I'll start from being in Ankota. So, we've made it past Nankota and been selected to the School of Medicine, which is in Dola. Yay! Worst mistake I ever made. And if you're going into medicine, if you want to go into medicine, just between me and you, don't do it, fam. Don't. It's not worth it. Not worth it at all. Yay! You should do it. Yeah, you should. It's a very good thing. It's a calling. You get to save lives. It's amazing. So yeah, we go from Kidwe to Ndo. Like, I hope you manage to the promised land. We are the ones. Nifo forever the coach. We form like a WhatsApp group, and with all of the people, we're all excited, and we're helping each other like find accommodation. Just a lot of things help each other with Ndola, because Ndola didn't have any hostels, and it still doesn't. So you just have to find your own accommodation in a boarding house. You come from your parents' house, whatever, things like that. Luckily, I find some accommodation near the school. It was like 5 minutes walk to the school, and this was like an actual 5 minutes walk, not the. If you've seen main campus adverts, it'll be like 5 minutes walk to school, but they mean 5 minutes if you are running, like you say on board, which is not 5 minutes away, but this one was. And then funny thing, like one of the first dramas I had was a roommate. So I moved into a room, and my roomie was a chui, or a mature, or an older student, as you'd say. And I'm like, no, 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 I will not survive this, because matures are for challenges. They want to treat you like a child. They want to impose rules on you, and I'm like, no, 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 no. Otherwise, I might end up, acting out or saying something that might not be appropriate. So I decided to move, and I moved in with some third years, which were like more to my speed, and I was like, okay, yeah, we'll just move in with these guys. We move in there, we start interacting, they show me around the ropes, they assist me with books, they welcome me to School of Medicine basically, and they're like, oh, welcome, it's challenging, but here are some books, and if you use them, you probably be okay. And here are the books that we would recommend, but we've also put in others which you might just use them because you're an individual. And I'm like, okay, cool. So after that, we our term one starts, and I won't really forget, one of our first lectures was pathology, and this man was really funny. This doctor, he's like, you guys, ladies and gentlemen, we are very much behind. Let us start. And in my head, I'm like, how are we behind on the first day? I'm like, okay, yeah, this will be a problem. So first day, and he didn't lie. We were behind. Within the first week, I had more than 300-page slides to complete, and that was just 1 week and only one course, which was pathology. And I have 12 courses, from moving from 6 courses in Ankota to 12 now, and everything was just okay. It was a lot. It was a lot. So term one was very stressful. You want to get to understand the material, adjust your life to 12 courses from 6. Uh, and then there's also the looming fear, because the school you moved to now, if you fail one course, you have to repeat the whole year and all the courses, and even go on self-sponsorship. Which was really, really challenging, because in some schools you can at least, like, if you fail a course, you can repeat that course alone and still continue your following year. However, with this one, you have to repeat the whole year, and that was no lie, that was a scary part. Someone was even saying, here it's touch and go. You just, everything you go with it. Otherwise, if you fail, that's it. Repeat the whole year, and then we have like pending midterm tests, and it was just stressful. Life became a blur between like classes, labs, and studying. Classes, labs, and studying. Not even much of a social life, because even the weekend now became a time for catch up, and I love my weekend. I loved it, but now I had to sacrifice it because otherwise things are tough. So we start, the midterms come through, and they're okay because, well, I got some assistance from my seniors, and they really showed me the proper ropes. They're okay. Fast forward to the end of terms, which come through, and they're also okay too. Although some courses were challenging, like anatomy was challenging, which I found is challenging throughout my stay in Dollar, but at least we figured out a way to be able to do it. And I wasn't the best, but it was good enough. Yeah, so term 2 starts, and in term 2 I'm focusing more on finding myself, and also like social circles, making like friend groups, and I decided to do that. The one thing that I just didn't do was very religious friend groups, because I'm not a very religious person, but and I haven't really been too much into it, but that's a story for another day. Let's not even think about it this time. So we get used to school, we're chilling, a social life can continue, a weekend life here, you go to Dolphin, East Point, you just enjoy life. Even explore some areas in Dollar. And then term 3, I maintain the same social circles and everything. And right now stress is lower because we are like, sky is over, ish. Whatever happens, sky is over, and I know how to do this. We got this, we got this. And just, stress levels are just down. And in term 3, I just realized, you know what, the stress was more internal than it was external. Because just be chill, you know, and it will probably sort itself out. And then, all right, I guess that was pretty much it about my second year. Just stressful in term 1, whilst also learning a new town and also just accepting some stuff. If I would go back to second year right now, what would I do differently? I'd say I would not really stress myself so much to be in the upper percentile, like the top percentile, because this is something that, well, for fear of bragging, I would say always came natural for me. I would always be like in the top percentile, and then you go to this school and you're just an average student, which there's nothing wrong with being an average student as long as you get what you aimed for, which is to come and get your degree. That's what I'd advise someone who's in second year right now. Do not even stress about it. Just be an average student. It's okay to be an average student. You don't always have to be the best of the best. You're already in a class where those are like the best of the best as well. So just chill, get your 50s, 60s, and enjoy life. Cause social life, karafaika. But that's enough about my journey in second year, and we'll continue in the other years, in the vlogs to come. And remember, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on my socials. All of them will be linked down below. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and maybe I'll join TikTok one of these days. Yeah. Alright guys, till next time.